Thanos with the Croizo. Welcome back to the channel. Here we are again on Puzzle Combat for the Raid Tournament. Just briefly mention that we've got, what have we got? We've got a War Machine's just appeared. Ooh. And we've, 12 star. No, we're taking that down. We also have, sorry, going into events. We have the event going on. Zombie Outbreak. Oh, everybody knows, I think, that Zombie Outbreak is my least favourite event by quite some margin. In terms of zombie summons, I can do a zombie summon. I gotta be honest, I don't know, he's probably not new, I probably just haven't been paying attention. I really like the guy, where is he? The guy who's the image for the zombie summons. Don't know, maybe he isn't actually in the zombie summons, maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I assumed he was like a new hero. I do like the image of this zombie with like other zombies coming out of his head and things, but maybe I was wrong, maybe he's not available. Boom! And I've got Manfred. And that's the one that looks a little bit like my ex-wife. Also Roberto, kind of similar. There we are. Anyway, moving on. So we're here for the raid tournament, so let's just jump on in. Okay, yep, they've gone for the wrong colour of tank, but they have got quite a strong team, so there's no such thing as an easy win. Let's jump in. Not at this stage, anyway. They're ranked below me, but that doesn't make a huge amount of difference. This should do a bit of damage. I haven't got any blues, though, to follow it up with. You'll get some yellow tiles hitting Leon here as well. That combo will finish him. There we are. Then I've got my yellow tiles will do a certain amount of damage to Demonic R. This should trigger, definitely will trigger a little combo. Now I'm going to target off to this side with Aiko there. The reason being that I want her to lower their charge. I think that's quite useful. We're now going to have, assuming she doesn't die this turn, we're going to have an activated blunderbuss. So now the purple tiles will do a fair amount more damage. Hopefully, I was optimistic there. I was hoping they might do enough to finish off. I can't remember the Giles. I couldn't think for the life of me of the Jazz guy's name. Then what are we looking at here? This should kill Paladin, I think. There we are. A bit of a just general shortage now of. It's basically yellow tiles are going to stuff me this game. After a sort of reasonable start, there's just been a complete absence of yellow tiles. Might be not yellow tiles, purple tiles. Sorry, of course, it's purple. I'm colour stacking in it. This might kill Demonica, and that will. There we are. All right, let's get Demonica out of there. They are going to hit themselves, which is good. This did a little bit of damage to Ox, but it didn't help that missed him. I've got his name as well. Look at that. Look at me. Giles will do this, but that's going to be it for me. I think. Oh, all right, took 4 out, so not too bad. Obviously, okay. Obviously, what was I trying to say? Obviously, this is going to be my last. It's the last day of the tournament, so definitely I won't be spending 75 gold if I lose every attack, which is quite possible. But at least I got a few kills in there. So kills are, when you're doing a tournament, it's different to an alliance war insofar as kills are literally the only thing that matter. If you don't get a kill, you get no points. Even if the entire team has got like 1 health each, you get no points if you don't kill anyone. This team's taken Jargal, which means that they weren't paying attention to the fact it's a bloody battle. Not saying that I've never done that myself, to be fair. There are numerous tournaments where I will set the team up at the weekend, sometimes after a beer or 2, and then look at it the next day and realise, oh, I've taken a healer. It does happen. I mean, it's like all these things. The one thing I always focus on more is the colour of the tank, and I don't think I've ever ignored what my own sort of golden rule, which is take the tank opposite to the colour that you can't stack against, if you see what I mean. Which is why this tournament, where you can't take blue, you should have a red tank. That should be sort of written into the stars. Okay, so this team's going. This is an interesting one. They got Jargal as a tank, which is the wrong tank. but they have then gone with 3 yellows. I'd normally, when because of 8-bit, I do tend to go for when I'm facing off against a team who've taken a red tank, I tend to go with my yellows. But I'm going to go with purple here because obviously there's 3 yellows on their team, so it kind of makes sense to stack against them. This will trigger a combo that, oh, actually, that was a good combo. Good combo. Not necessarily going to be... It's a good start. Plenty of purple tiles in the right kind of places, coupled now with a counter-attack. Counter-attack, as I've often found, from my Empires and Puzzles days, it can be so effective as a way of getting rid of, just knocking holes in letting the teams knock themselves down. Even things like, it doesn't matter if they can dodge, it doesn't matter if they can do X, Y, or Z. If they attack somebody and the counter attack kills them, there's nothing they can do. And as you all know, again, I'm not a big fan of dodge and dine and bim. One thing I will say as well is that I've been playing a new game, changing the subject completely. I've been playing a new game called, well, I say it's a new game. It's not a new game. I actually played it years ago, but they've sort of developed it into something new called Hexopolis or Hexopolis. Basically a civilization, hex-based civilization. It's fun. It's fun. That's the best way I can describe it. I think it will get quite repetitive. It's not a game you can sort of play casually. They've obviously introduced a sort of multiplayer element to it, which I've yet to get to grips with. So I'm basically sticking with a single player at the moment, but I'm enjoying it. And it's one of those. I will probably do a video on it. I also need to do a video on several of the games which I thought I started playing and was like, oh, I'm enjoying this, and then you just get to the point where it's like, I'm not actually really doing anything, or I'm doing exactly the same thing every single time. Now, I know that there is a fairly strong argument that puzzle combat, Empires and Puzzles, all those things do get repetitive. I do understand that. But there is an element of skill in the use of the tiles if you want to use it. And then there's also a farming element where you can just not use the tiles and just go la 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 la. I like collecting stuff. And also, I just feel these games have got a better balance on how to promote people. Certainly 1 or 2 games, I do fall out with just how, to get a character from like level 1 to level 5 is like dead easy. And then to get a character from level 2 to level 5 from level 5 to level 10 or level 20 or whatever gets a little bit harder. And then suddenly it's like, oh, if you want to get to level 30, you need basically these resources which you can only obtain if you buy them, blah 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 blah. And then before you know it, that's it. It's like, as a free player, you're just sitting there looking at it thinking, no, this ain't gonna work. This ain't working for me. And then you move on with your life and everything else and yada yada yada. Again, right colour, wrong choice because you've gone with a healer. Not saying that's terrible, but it's not ideal. And again, it doesn't mean I'm going to win. Just means that you've made my life a little bit easier. It may not make any difference. It's not been a kind board for me so far. I'm going to do this. Now, hopefully that will give me an opportunity. I was going to say, it'll give me an opportunity to get 8-bit ready. Bum, 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 bum. Then Mo. Then I'm going to go Ico over here and hope this kills Jargal as well, which it did. The yellow tiles will then take out the the left hand side. From my point of view, the left. From their point of view, the right hand side of their team, which it did. Mo and Ico then probably will finish these 2 off if they have a defense down against you. And there we go. Tidy. Using the board, using the tiles. That was a good. Ooh, top 1%. I wonder if that'll last. I haven't looked at my defences, so I'll have a quick look at them. Defences grade. I can't believe my defences stay good. Oh, no, they haven't been attacked, which is why. 3 wins, 1 loss. Good change. But there we are. That's quite. If I stay top 1%, I will be very pleased with that. Could do with being attacked by some other players, but there we are. I leveled somebody up. I've actually did my management job, and actually leveled up some heroes' skills. Some of the heroes I use all the time. So, like, obviously, if you've ever watched my videos, you'll notice I use Emma's a lot. Crockett comes up a lot. Yarlani, Umbra, Marina I use a lot. Thrasher generally comes in. Logan. I know these are all Season 1 heroes. Wilma, I still think I could probably make more use of Wilma. Wilma's quite nice. Quite a good hero, really. Those are my sort of 5 stars, aren't they? I don't have any Season 2 5 stars. I do have a few event 5 stars. I've got a few event 5 stars I won back in my days of winning tournaments, which gets harder and harder. So I've got Coaster tucked away there. Coaster's not great, in fairness, that's why I haven't done anything with him. He's probably my only unleveled 5-star event hero. I've got Foley. I've actually got 2 Foleys, which is weird. You go months, in fact, probably in my case, years without hero a month, and then you get 2 at once. Seems a little odd. I don't think he's the best hero of the month either. He's a bit sort of like meh. Anyway, there we go. So that was that. But anyway, as ever, thank you for watching. Do please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And it just remains for me to say, Au revoir, goodbye, and may death come swiftly to your enemies. Take care, au revoir, goodbye.